So, this was brought up a day ago, as you can see up in the corner there. So brought up a day ago of some psychic, Lloyd Bruno, claims that Maura is in Franconia Notch. Now, I know we should take psychic claims with a grain of salt, but I'm very curious whether any searches done there is right. I mean, so get to the mapping. Of course, once again, we are back on Route 93. As you can see down here, Route 112. Of course, the accident scenes on that side. Lincoln was mentioned of a specific place where she was going. Like a, what the hell you call it? A damn, a resort. Somewhere in here, maybe. I mean, I did look that up, where the, resort was, where she used to go with her father, and it was in this area. Say, so close to linking. I did put that on video. I want to say in here. But, once again, the getaway with the red truck in my eyes, coming out on Route 93. And of course, I did look up again to see if there was any type of, see if that Salvation Army thing would come up again in the store. But it led me right back down to the thrift store off of 93. Which, like I say, there's two on each side. And every time I punch that in, some disappear, some come back. But I did take a screenshot of when it did come back up and got a hold of it, which was good. That only leads to show that in my eyes, the killer went down 93 to avoid all the commotion. But for anybody not to go check this place, which is a bigger, well, there it is. I did it again with the Salvation Army thing. And once again, up in here is your park, the Franconia Notch. Once again up here, Route 112 here, Salvation Army here. So I mean, for that to be said, and all in all, this killer did their homework. Now this, I believe, is a state park. The Franconia Notch is, right, a state park. So that gives all the leadways of this person, having no remorse of taking her up there and, of course, disposing of her. Now, the thing of it is, and what questions that you want to be answered is, or even to think about this scenario, is, did this person say, like, I don't want to mention his name. Could it be that this person wanted to do whatever, like the 112 DIRTBAG? He had a ski lodge pass ticket on one of his videos 2 days after. So could it be that someone like him or him rented at that ski lodge because, right, he had plans to do this? And did he drive down here, go to the Salvation Army, whatever he was doing, whatever he was you know, whatever caused him to stop at this place. And I mean, that's where the distraught phone call message that Bill Roche got, and the tower bumped off at the, the phone bumped off a tower in that location. But so the Salvation Army didn't get nothing out of that. Didn't have no one there. Then again, there was some that were closed. There was some all in this area. But I mean, why they were going back down to this route, and then all the way head up back to the park, dispose of body. Now sometimes you can't disclose out any psychic, because sometimes these psychics could most definitely bring a shed of light on anything. Don't get me wrong, sometimes there's some that are wrong, but a lot of times these people are right. And I mean, that being said, I mean, with the case I'm working on right now, which I gotta get in touch with that person that I know that got in touch with me due to the fact of my videos on the Taj Narbonne missing case. There's a psychic that this person spoke to, and they said they seen in a farm fence in her vision. And there is most definitely, as we speak, and I've taken pictures of it, and I've been out in them woods, and I've gotten the vibes. But this farm fence is right up along the ways where I believe he is. Taj Narbonne out in them woods. That's on Union Street in Leominster, Mass. One half of it has been ripped off the rails, but back in the day, they used to use wood and concrete, pillars that stick up out of the road and put wood along across it. And this I remember clear as day. Back in 1982 when I take the bus to school, when I did make it to Leominster due to my parents splitting up. I remember looking in them woods every day driving by on that bus. And I get this vibe. But I didn't know what it was. It just like every time I drove by, I just kept looking in that direction. But I didn't stay long in that town to even take a little hike through them woods. Because that's when my mother took me off and drove me to New York, her hometown. Suppose we were going on vacation. Didn't come back a year and a half later. But all in all, this psychic saw that fence, and that sparked my beliefs that he is in them woods, buried in a shallow grave. And someone wrote and commented, but this was like 2 years ago. Of course, these people haven't got back to me yet. Is there a waterway? Any water? And there's two or maybe one brook. But I see two, but one could be a drainage to the brook. But there's two waterways, and there is a bridge, like a bridge type thing that crosses over Union Street. And I believe they was something like a psychic and could see. So once again, and I was supposed to go back in them woods, and this detective is supposed to be still on the case. I've met him personally, but he is retired off the force. He teaches at the college at Mount Wachusett. But he told me he is still on the case. But I would love to know when he's going to do this cadaver dog thing in the woods he has. And I think he should do the woods that I have. But there's a Christine Street, not too far, about a quarter of a mile, maybe a mile tops from Taj's house that leads out into another set of woods. And but there's no farm fence out there. Waterways, maybe, swamplands, maybe, or maybe there is the waterway that runs from the road of Union Street over. But all in all, there's a lot of land around there that could be searched, and I wish he'd do that, because I would love to get out there and help him search. And having the cadaver dogs there would even be better. But it's already been shit. Sadly, 4 or 5 years since I talked to him last. He did sent me a message recently on a video I did. But even that, it might have been 2 years ago. And it's like, wow. Still no lead, still no search. Now, if it is certain what this psychic is saying, someone should get the hell out there and check. If I got time, I'll see what I can do to get out there. But right now, like I say, my time is limited due to lack of funds. And if I had more money, I would be doing this kind of crap. I would be doing this. But of course, my monetization was cut from YouTube thanks to the piece of shit, Logan Paul. As much as I don't want to give him publicity off my page, but he is the one that made everybody's monetization get cut. And it's sick that I gotta suffer, because I was $16 away from my threshold being broke. And I'll tell you, I am still pissed off. But anyways, I'm looking at the maps. And let me check, do this real quick. Give you a little visual of it too. But like I say, I wish I could get out there and do some exploring. Do this again. Of course, it says State Park. And you got your many trails throughout here, over here. Lead you up to there, over there, over there. See the trailings. 90, right off of 93, for Christ's sakes. Huh. Ooh. Now here's something that I did not look up yet. But when we speak of trails, also need to take a look at the bridge. Styles Bridge Highway. Now there's something interesting. Is there a bridge that leads the Franconia Notch? There sure is a river. And if that is the case, ooh, parking lot. Ooh. The Basin parking lot, huh? Leads the trails. You make one to wonder if someone did even look that up. Because there's plenty of Trailhead, the Cascade. Think if there's any roads or trails that ride in the roads for bridges. Covered bridge. Oh, shit. Something to think about, huh? Now is the question is there any bridges up here? But then again, how would one get out there though? Unless there's trails for the park rangers to travel. But that would be very, very interesting to find out if Franconia Notch has got some, campground, huh? Bridges out there that the 112 DIRTBAG, and I think the one that they speak of, the Stillwater Bridge or whatever, I don't think that one is it, because the one I see in the video, and I screenshotted the picture, and the best I could visualize it, looks like there's an archway, and it looks like the bottom half may be some, rocks. But I could be wrong, but it looks like there's an arch. And that one near the store that they claim of looked to me like to be straight. Maybe a little tiny bend in it, but it looked more straight than an arch in it. And that's one thing that someone that I need to look up to, and I haven't, is the bridges throughout New Hampshire. But this is interesting. Franconia Notch and bridges. Campground also. That means someone is very well to be able to drive in. Of course, up here we got some mountain ways and stuff. Stop off for pictures. But as you can see, Bridges Highway. Maybe one of these bridges. Something there, huh? Bridges Highway. Very interesting when there's a bridge in this story. So that psychic could be onto something. And there's a lot of trails or whatnot. And of course, Route 112. Right along the highway. There it is, Loon Mountain. Of course, over here was the crash scene. Up here is the cutoff. And there's the scene. So, like I say, whoever this killer was escaped through this back road here. Boom. Could have got right on 116. Look at that. Goes right into 116, that road. Braidley Hill. That's what I think. Got her in there, zip down this friggin' road. Bang, right on the 116. 116, 116, 116, 112. Yep. Benton, there it is. Benton is where that resort was that the father, Maura's father, used to bring her to. As you can see the curve of the accident scene down there. Bang, right on the Route 12. Right on the 93. Shoot down here to the Salvation Army, whatever for, and then shoot back up. Franconia Notch. Whatever this person was trying to do. That's very interesting. Franconia Notch and Bridges Highway. Is there a bridge out there that resembles? We need to find out. Like I said, that psychic could be on something. Till that next video, be safe, take care, always beware. And we should all look into this. Bridges Highway, Out.